It is the 24th of April, 2019. As we had discussed in last week's update, we had a bit of an epiphany. We want to tell the user what they're doing wrong, not just that they did something wrong, and provide a little bit more instruction on what you're supposed to train. We've had the functionality down for a while now as far as training and being able to recognize various problems in form. Our feature extraction stage of this project is done, but we wanted to get our UI better. The last time that we had an update video, our UI was in construction, and we're happy to show you kind of what it looks like now. For each of the training options, it'll give you a little bit of a graphic of what you should be doing while training this particular activity. So for still, we have someone standing still, standing up tall. For our good bicep curl, we have someone who's doing a full bicep curl rep and remembering to, of course, pronate the wrist. For our bicep curl where there's a failure to pronate the wrist, we have someone who's, once again, they're completing the rep, but they are not pronating the wrist. They are not turning the wrist as they lift the dumbbell. And then lastly, for a half rep, we have an example of someone who's not completing the rep, not bringing the dumbbell all the way up. We're pretty excited with these changes. We think it's a lot more instructive to the user as to what they should be training. In our testing this week, we discovered that loading GIFs can take a lot of time. We've streamlined all of it so that the GIFs are loaded all at once when you launch the program, and then the frames are just referenced later on. This makes the transition from one exercise to the next during training very, very fast. As seen here, there's no real wait time between selections. We did have to add a little bit of noise to some of our GIFs just to get them smaller, to make sure nobody had to wait for a GIF to load. But overall, we're really happy with the performance and how smooth it is. We have one final piece to add to this UI, and that's going to be a little display that tells them specifically what they did wrong. We've thought about having some little lights that could pop up, or just some little notification buttons that will be lit when you have a given failure. We've also thought about having a dialog box. Really, we just need to get a decision on how we're going to display that last little bit of output, and then polish it up, and it'll be ready to go. So we're pretty excited with the progress, and we think it's going to be a lot of fun to use.